Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to explore the fascinating history of African people, one of the largest ethnic groups in the world, as documented in the Holy Scriptures. The Bible sheds light on the origins of Black and African peoples, highlighting their rich heritage. Join us as we uncover intriguing facts about their biblical ancestors. If you enjoy this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. In the Holy Scriptures, we learn that the present-day diversity of humanity can be traced back to three sons of Noah: Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Among them, Ham is the ancestor of dark-skinned peoples, including the African population. Ham, the brother of Shem and Japheth, represents different groups of people. Shem's descendants include the Semitic peoples like Arabs, Jews, and Syrians, while Japheth's descendants include Europeans and Asians. Initially, the term Hamites, or Hamitic, referred to the descendants of Ham, or Canaan, one of Noah's sons, as mentioned in the Bible. According to the story in Genesis, after the Great Flood, Noah and his three sons were chosen to continue the human lineage and repopulate the earth. With only 8 individuals, Noah, his wife, their 3 sons and their wives, humanity had to start afresh. Among Noah's sons, Ham is specifically mentioned as the ancestor of African and Black peoples according to the Bible. Throughout the Scriptures, Ham's name is consistently linked to Africa, and he is even considered the forefather of the ancient Egyptians as mentioned in the Book of Psalms. This recognition of Ham as the ancestor of African peoples has been present in ancient traditions, including rabbinic teachings and tales of the Jewish people. Moreover, when examining the lineage of Ham, it becomes evident that his descendants are associated with various African countries and regions. This aligns with the meaning of Ham's name, which signifies burnt or dark in Hebrew, Aramaic, and other ancient languages, referring to the skin color of his offspring. In the 10th chapter of Genesis, specifically verses 6 to 14, more details are provided about the descendants of Ham, known as the Hamitic peoples. The text lists various individuals including Kush, who is considered the father of many African peoples, and Mizraim, who is regarded as the progenitor of the ancient Egyptians. This aligns with the... It's worth noting that people like Arabs, Jews, and Syrians use the term Mizraim to refer to Egypt, which is based on its founder's name. Among the sons of Ham, there are others like Put, also known as Phut, and Canaan. However, it's important to clarify that Canaan is the father of the Canaanites, who are distinct from African peoples and represent a specific region. The sons of Kush, on the other hand, include individuals such as Havilah, Sabta, Rama, Sheba, and Nimrod. Nimrod is particularly mentioned as a mighty and courageous man in that land, even before the Lord. At the beginning of his reign, Nimrod ruled over Babel and other cities. He is considered the ancestor of the native peoples of ancient Babylon and Sumer, and his influence extended to Assyria, where he established 2 or 3 cities. Furthermore, Mizraim, the forefather of the Ludites, is associated with peoples from North Africa, including the Anamites, Petrites, and Kasluhites. It's worth noting that people like Arabs, Jews, and from these groups, the Philistines and the Caphtorites emerged. The firstborn son of Ham, Kush, gave rise to various nations and peoples, including the Ethiopian people. All Ethiopians are descendants of Kush, and this lineage extends to the people of Nubia, which was known as the Kingdom of Kush in ancient times. These are the main nations and peoples that trace their origins back to Kush, the son of Ham. They played a significant role in a diverse cultural tapestry, where interactions with other groups were crucial for the development of their civilization along the Nile River. Kush served as a meeting point for various cultures, including interactions with neighboring peoples such as the Egyptians, Canaanites, and other descendants of Noah. These interactions shaped the destiny of the Kushite people inextricably. The influence of Kush and his descendants extended beyond the boundaries of Kush and Nubia, which encompassed the kingdom of Kush and the ancient Sumerians. Kush is also associated with the early stages of the kingdom of Babel, a city renowned for its Tower of Babel. According to the account in the book of Genesis, The construction of the Tower of Babel symbolized a human endeavor to reach the heavens, resulting in the confusion of languages. These are the main nations and peoples that trade. While the Bible offers limited information about Nimrod, ancient Jewish traditions and interpretations provide additional insights into his character, suggesting that he may have been a rebellious leader with different aspects to his figure. Moreover, it is believed that the peoples of southern India, as well as other African groups like Malians, Eritreans, Kenyans, Kondi. Moreover, it is believed that the peoples of southern India, as well as other African groups like Malians, Eritreans, Kenyans, Kondis and Banch from Gabon, have their ancestral roots in Kush. In the Bible, the term Kush is often associated with Ethiopia, Sudan and Africa, and its literal meaning is Ethiopia or black. Additionally, apart from Kush, Ham was also the father of Mizraim or Mahi, which is used in the Bible to refer to Egypt as a region. This designation is derived from the Hebrew word for Egypt, Mitra. Therefore, Mizraim is commonly linked to the foundation of Egyptian civilization. It's important to understand that in biblical genealogy, the sons of Ham are considered the ancestors of various ethnic groups and nations. Thus, Mizraim is seen as the ancestor of the Egyptians, while Mizraim is associated with the ancient Egyptians and many North African peoples, including the Berbers and the Tuaregs, who have dark skin. Moreover, it is believed that It's intriguing to note that all Semitic peoples such as Aramean Arabs and Israelites refer to Egypt as Mizraim. This designation is used in different ancient languages, including Aramaic, Arabic, and Hebrew. In the book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 51, it is mentioned that he struck down all the firstborn in Egypt, the first fruits of manhood in the tents of Ham. In addition to Mizraim, Ham also had a son named Put or Fat. Put, who was Noah's grandson, has its origins in Hebrew and is associated with Libya. It is mentioned 3 times in the Old Testament. The ancient Put River was located in the region of Libya. In the time of Daniel, the name underwent a change and started being referred to as Libya, as recorded in Daniel, chapter 11, verse 43. Flavius Josephus, a historian, reports that Put was the founder of Libya, and he referred to its inhabitants as Patas. An interesting fact is that the name Put or Fat derives from a word that means marker and refers to the tribal hunters of Africa. Put is considered the father of the native black Libyans in Libya, as well as various other African peoples. Now, let's touch upon the famous curse of Ham, or the curse of Canaan. In ancient times, many people misinterpreted the curse of Ham or Canaan, as described in the book of Genesis, chapter 9, verse 9. In addition to Mizraim, Ham also had a son named Put or Fat. The text states that after Noah became drunk, his son Ham did not help him. Instead, Ham informed his other brothers that their father was naked and drunk, seemingly intending to mock him. There are different interpretations of this text, some of which you might already be familiar with, but that's not the main focus of our discussion here. The text states Noah pronounced a curse specifically on Canaan, one of Ham's sons. This may seem harsh, but during that time respect for one's father was considered almost sacred. It is suggested that Noah accidentally got drunk after discovering wine made from cultivated grapes for the first time, without realizing the effects it would have. This could explain why God did not punish him. It is important to note that Ham and his other 3 sons, Kush, Mizraim and Put, have their origins in African peoples. It is crucial to emphasize that the curse did not fall upon black peoples as a whole. The curse was specifically directed at Canaan, who was the ancestor of the Canaanites residing in the Middle East. The notion that African peoples were cursed is a serious error and a false interpretation. It is essential to clarify that the curse is specific to Canaan and the Canaanite peoples. We know that Ham is the ancestor of all African and South Indian peoples, and he lived a remarkably long life. Noah pronounced a curse specifically on Canaan. Being born before the flood, he enjoyed a much longer lifespan, witnessing even the 5th and 6th generations of his family and ancestry. Interestingly, Similar to Shem, who lived for approximately 600 years, it is presumed that Ham also had a similar lifespan or even longer. Although biblical texts do not explicitly mention the exact number of years Ham lived, it is conceivable that he reached the age of 600, like his brother, being born before the flood. The exact location of Ham's tomb remains uncertain, but various theories and studies propose different possibilities. Some suggest that it may be located in Ethiopia or even Nubia. Others claim that Ham's burial site could be in Mesopotamia, the land of the Sumerians. However, many agree that Ham's tomb is likely situated in Africa, specifically in Sudan or Ethiopia. Some intriguingly propose that he might be buried in Egypt, considering the country's rich history and frequent discoveries of ancient burials. The Book of Jubilees offers more insights into Ham's old age and the events involving Noah's family and the three lineages: Ham's lineage, Shem's lineage, and Japheth's lineage. This ancient Jewish manuscript, considered authentic during the time of Christ and even earlier, recounts that Ham strongly disapproved of his youngest son Canaan's decision to settle in the lands of Shem, which are now known as Israel. Ham disagreed with Canaan's desire to claim those lands for himself. The exact location of Ham's tomb, according to the Book of Jubilees, Kush and Mizraim, who were Canaan's brothers, along with their father Ham, were not pleased with Canaan's decision to settle in the lands of Shem, which corresponds to present-day Israel. Like Ham, they also expressed their disapproval of Canaan's behavior. They visited Canaan and instructed him to leave that land, as they believed that the African lands were meant for the descendants of Ham. However, Canaan defied their orders and continued to dwell in that region, completely disregarding the wishes of his father and his brothers, Mizraim and Kush. The Book of Jubilees also mentions that Ham was the founder of the first city and province after the flood. He named the city in honor of his beloved wife, Neltamok. If you found this information helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share the video so that others can benefit from it, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everyone who has watched thus far. May God bless you. Until next time.